Thank you, Chair. I appreciate all of you. This is a long morning, lots of questions, lots of statements. Some of it we've done before, but we got to keep trying, man. We've danced this dance many times before. If you're here for a few years, you know it. And I'm going to state the obvious, and you've heard it before. Trucking really is the heartbeat of America. In an era when we're trying to save money, we should never hurt the people who work so damn hard to make sure we get the goods that we need. Whether the weather condition, whether the conditions in general, they're out there, they're working, they're breaking their back. As we look forward to this reauthorization, it's critical that we advance measures that also promote truckers' safety and their job security. It matters, and it's got to remain a top priority. As we see more and more interest in autonomous truck technology, we as a committee must ensure that it is done safely, that it's done properly, that it is done with the truckers in mind, and without doing undue harm to the workforce. This technology is still new. It's very new, and it's largely untested, particularly in trucks. As it develops, there must be human beings behind the wheel to ensure that nothing fails and that nobody gets hurt. Over the past decade, we've lost 114,000 drivers from the workforce, as we all know. It's hard to recruit them. It's a hard job. People don't want to work that hard anymore. Nobody wants to talk about that. But if you notice, in general, jobs that are real hard and you really got to break your back, it's hard. It doesn't matter. The trades, even though the fact that it pays good money, wherever it is, it's not easy. Recruiting, retaining qualified drivers must be part of any serious transportation policy. We can't overlook it. We can't forget about it. We can't pretend it's not there. And despite the industry-wide push for recruitment, we've recently heard major voices from the tech, automotive, and freight industries renewing their push for the rapid deployment of autonomous trucks. I'm not saying there's no place for them, but I'm saying we got to really watch what we're doing and be careful here. Mr. Pugh, thank you for being here again today. We have danced this dance, but what are you hearing from your stakeholders as far as the impact of autonomous vehicles right now?
Yeah, my members have a lot of concern. Of course, they're concerned about their jobs, first and foremost, I would say. But I think we can all probably agree that this technology's down the road, and I believe that it'll probably come. I don't think it's going to take all trucking jobs by any means. I think there's certain things it can probably do, but I still think it's a long way. The bigger concerns come down to all these questions that never get answered. For one, they have self-reporting, so that we find that kind of scary, that they can only have to report what they want to report. So I'm sure they're reporting the good things and not the bad. That's usually how you would handle that kind of situation. There's also huge concerns in cybersecurity that are being asked, because the componentry of some of these things come from, again, countries who don't really like us. So they would probably like to be able to take over a truck. I've seen a special in 60 Minutes where they could take over a minivan with a laptop and make it start and stop and do all these things. So that's a huge concern in trucking.
May I just stop you for a moment, because I appreciate that. That cybersecurity is a big deal. I'm from the state of New Jersey. A lot of trucks go through New Jersey, right? But beside that, they just put the Easy Pass system out to bid. A lot of people don't know this, and it's not only New Jersey. The company that got the bid, and they weren't even the low bidder, the company that they got the bid is a company from Singapore. And on their board was a direct connect, an individual on their board. He had to take himself off the board, but there are other connects there as well with the communist Chinese. So we're allowing them to control, as you talked about, it's happening in your industry with the laptops, it's a lot of our toll roads across the country now. I don't know what the hell is wrong with us as a Congress that we can't see that this is a problem. This shouldn't be allowed to happen. In your example, or even in the example of that Easy Pass bid. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yes, you're exactly correct. That's a huge, huge concern. And again, the other concern is, what do these trucks do in an accident situation, such as, say, there's a school bus or some family of car with kids on the side? Do they hit the car? Do they go in a ditch? Do they run over the people? I imagine these things are probably programmed at least to go for the path of least resistance so they get the least amount of harm. We also find it troubling that we've asked and asked and asked for either myself or other members who have trucking experience to come take a ride in one of these vehicles, and we still have never been taken up on that offer.
Unbelievable. If it's good, why don't they want you on a ride?
Exactly.
Okay. I thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.